Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Phizcast. I apologize in advance if my voice sounds any different. Done a bit of yelling, and it has done a bit of work on my voice, where my higher register will sound strange and my lower register will automatically default to subharmonics, which doesn't sound very great. It just sounds like I've been gargling battery acid. But anyway, yes. How are you doing today? I think I'm doing well. I'm doing well enough. Well enough that I'm still able to be enthusiastic to record. Don't take that too far. I'm definitely fine. Just saying, I guess. Anyway. So, something dawned on me today. And that is, I will have to take a test in a couple of days. That is very, very important. And I haven't studied at all. I absolutely should, and I have the resources to do it, and I have the time to do it, and yet I haven't. And that goes back to the distractions thing, which is a whole other episode. It's probably a couple at this point. But still, I haven't studied, and I should probably do that, which I'm probably going to end up doing right after I'm done with this. This and editing, of course. But, yeah. Sorry for missing my usual Wednesday upload, but it'll be up Thursday morning for me. And you'll have it, and I'll probably change it up a little. I might do Thursday, Sunday, Wednesday, and then that might be cool. I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway, yes. I am running out of ideas, so I requested that I get an idea on Discord, of course, for which I thank CJ for helping me out. I should probably ask in the community tab, or if you can leave a comment or something, anything that you want me to talk about, and I will see how much I can expand on it. And if I can make it into an episode, then that'd be great. I generally try and talk about issues or problems that I have and my perspective on them, because I think that helps people. I might say something that someone else agrees with, or I might open a door for someone through a different thought process or something. I don't know, just kind of offering perspective. So anything that you think you're the only one on, I guess, or the only one who feels that way, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Maybe I'll talk about it. Maybe I can do something like that. If I get enough, maybe I can compile them into one episode. Who knows? But, yeah. Anyway, I'm here to talk about future plans. Future plans, they're scary. They're horrifying, aren't they? I mean, really, there's a point where you can be solid, and you can be solid in your future plans in, something that you want to be doing. You're doing something that you want to do. Be that a career or a hobby or a family or whatever it is. You're solid in the idea that you are happy with what you're doing. Then before that, there's a point where, you're kind of in that space where you're like, okay, I think I could do this, but I think there's other things I really want to do. There's a point before that where you're just, getting a job to have some spending cash. And there's a point somewhere in there where you're just like, holy crap, I need to decide something that I'm going to do for the rest of my life. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I'm going to have to get thrown out there and just figure out a way. And that's a lot harder than preparing, because failing to prepare is preparing to fail. I don't know who said that either, but someone did. Anyway, I'm in that sort of stage right now where I need to decide something. Anything, really. I have a couple ideas of where I would like my life to go. Ideally, the optimal route for me is something along the lines of, music. I love music. I love making it. I love listening to it. I love watching and helping other people make it. It's a hobby. It's a passion. And I believe I'm pretty good at it. And I really would like to do something involving that for my life, for my career. Of course, that is a gamble. It's a very scary field to launch in, because in the music industry, you start at the bottom. You start at the very, very bottom, and you have to climb your way up, and it's entirely based on whether or not people like you. If people don't like what you're doing, they won't listen, and you won't grow, and you won't be able to do that. So it's interesting. Secondly, if it isn't music, of course this is ideally, so this is more of a dream than a pursuit. It's voice acting. I'd love to be a voice actor, because I can do plenty of different things with my voice, and I think it's a lot of fun doing it. Of course, you guys only hear me in this sort of narrator voice, but I can do a lot more, and I think that'd be so much fun if I was able to do that. And yeah, I think that those would be the two things that I would love to do with my life. Absolutely. However, both of those are interesting in the sense that they don't really require, like, I don't know, a college study, a degree. They don't require it. Of course, they might help, where music, you can do a music minor or even a music major, but that, I've heard that generally getting a music major is really only if you want to teach. Of course, that's not a fact, it's just what I've heard. But it scared me out of getting a music major, so. Anyway, just like voice acting especially, that's kind of just your own thing. You can go into drama or like performance arts, stuff like that, and try and improve based on personality, based on emotion and expression, and all that stuff. Of course, that would help you improve, but I don't know if it's necessary, is the thing, because there could be people that like what you do right now. Of course, that also depends on whether or not people like you. If they don't, you're out. So, more so than anything, I've kind of looked to get a solid degree, pursue those two things as hobbies, I guess. Not so much as hobbies, but like pursue them as side careers, separate options, I guess, branching paths. And if one works out, then I'll pursue it further. And if it doesn't, then I'll have something to fall back on. And I think that's a good way. I think that's a good, solid way to go where I don't have to fear for my life constantly. But right now, those future plans for me are kind of daunting. Because I don't know if I'll succeed. I don't even know anything. I just don't. I know the life that I have now. And it's good. But thinking that, like, I'll have to provide this life for myself eventually. And if all goes right, I'll have to provide it for others. And it's scary. I mean, it's kind of just making me feel small, like just insignificant. Of course, it's not going to end up like that. Of course, if all things go right, it won't end up like that. But I want to succeed, right? Who doesn't? Who doesn't want to succeed? I want to be significant. I want to be someone that you can know, that you can notice and, like, remember. And I think that through those two fields, like music and voice acting especially, would be things where I can get my name out there, A lot of people would know me, and I think that'd just be super cool. Because I could have ideals. I could, have influence. Of course, it sounds corrupt when I'm saying it like that, but no. I would really just like the power to talk to people. Talk to as many people as possible. Because right now I have a circle. I have a very small group of people that I have the ability to interact with. And it's interesting, because what can also be a blessing can be a curse, because the more and more people you have to interact with, as you'll see with YouTubers who grow in number rapidly, they don't know how to handle their influence sometimes. And some things that they say are taken a million different ways because there's a million different people to perceive it. And it's interesting. It's very interesting. Because if you choose to handle that incorrectly, then it goes horribly, horribly wrong. But for me, I'd like to just have the ability to spread how I think. Because I don't think I talk in such a way that makes people angry. And I don't think I try and prove anyone wrong. But I do like to offer my 2 cents. I do like to give a peek inside my headspace and see how I think. And if how I think aligns with how other people think, then we can agree. And maybe if it's the right thing, we can agree on, pursuing the spread of that information in a good way to help other people improve in relationships or in, status of general life happiness. Whatever it is, whatever it may be. I don't know. What does that have to do with future plans? Don't know anymore. But that is how I got there. I would love to remember how I did get there, but I don't. Anyway, future plans. Good job. Pursue what you want to do. Live your dream and dream fearlessly. Whatever you may choose to do, choose to want to do, choose to enjoy, any of those things, don't let go because you're scared of failure. Pursue what you want and take hold of it and never let go. Have backup plans, of course, but it is always good to know what you want and go after it. If that is your future plans, good luck. I wish you the best of luck. Don't forget to stop and ask for help sometimes. All right, well, thank you for sticking around with me. That's 10.5 minutes, so I appreciate you listening to my rambling. Apologies for whatever may be wrong with my voice, and thank you very much for coming back. Thank you for joining me on this episode of the Phizcast. I will see you when I see you. Bye-bye.